Okay, in this lesson, I will show you how to crop your image, particularly to specific dimensions, because some websites may ask you, to give them an image that's exactly 100 pixels by 100 pixels, for example, and so I can show you how to easily do that. I'll also show you how to resize your entire image and also how to adjust your file size, because some websites say, please don't upload an image larger than 20 megabytes, for example. So let's start with the cropping. So you can actually find the crop tool right here on your toolbox or under Tools, Transform Tools, Crop, and it'll select that tool for you. And you can draw over your image the area that you want to crop, and this is the eyeballing it method, and if you like that, then you can hit return and it will do that. If you don't want that, just undo. And actually it's incredibly useful. This is the little tool palette here for the crop tool, and let's say that I need my image to be exactly, I don't know, 700 by 700, a square maybe. So I can begin to drag my square like so, right? And then over here it'll tell me how big it is, and I can actually type in the exact dimensions that I need, and you'll see that it's going to give me the exact size. Now this is actually a bit too small for my cake, but I can then move this around within my image. So let's say I just need the fork and a little bit of cake, for example. This is from my Life Hack with Color Psychology course. And that's it. We hit return and boom. Now we have an image that's exactly 700 pixels by 700 pixels. So that's really helpful for websites that are asking you for specific dimensions. I'm going to undo that, edit, undo, and show you some other ways that you can resize your image. So that's using the crop tool. Okay, so now if you want to resize your entire image, another way to do that without using the crop tool is you go under Image, and let's do Image, Scale Image. Okay, and then you'll get this little box. And let's say there's a website and they say, don't put up images on here that are more than 1000 pixels by 900 pixels. What you can do is you can type in the number that you want, and just make sure to click this button here to maintain your proportions so it doesn't accidentally squash or stretch. And then you actually have your resolution here. So if this were a print res image that was 300, I could actually set it to 72 or make it lower, and that's it. Remember, you always want to scale down and not up. When you scale up, you get pixelation, the quality gets worse. But taking something large and making it smaller is always okay. Okay, so I'm going to hit scale, and boom, now I have a smaller image, which is also going to affect the file size. The smaller the image, the smaller the resolution, the smaller the file size. So this is giving me a preview and telling me that the file size is 26.8, and actually I have two layers here. So if I want to make the file size even smaller, we just, hang on a minute. We are going to go under Image, and then Flatten Image, which is going to put all of the layers together. Okay, so now there's just one layer, and it's 27.9 megabytes. Let's say that the website that we want to put our image up on says, well, you can't upload anything larger than 5 megabytes, for example. Well, this is too large. So what we can also do when we are saving our image is we can do File, Export As, and here, instead of a PSD document, Photoshop document, we can select file type by extension. So I'm going to choose JPEG. Remember, JPEGs are good for photos, things that have lots of gradations of color. GIFs are better for logos and things with just a few colors, drawings, things like that. Okay, so let's say we're going to export a JPEG. I'm going to click on Export. And then here, if I click this button, it'll give me a preview and it'll tell me how big of a file size it's going to be. And just by converting it from a PSD document to a JPEG, it's actually well below 5 megabytes. It's 94.8 kilobytes. So actually, I can feel confident now about moving my quality up to 100%. It's 295 kilobytes, which is still less than 1 megabyte. 1 megabyte is 1,000 kilobytes, by the way. And that's it. So great. This is perfect. This is just what I need for that website. So I'm going to hit export. And now I have my image saved at the right file size and right image size. So I hope this was helpful, because now you should be able to make these adjustments and changes yourself without having to pay someone else to do that for you. Okay, let's move on.